Titan's Realm. I don't have my 3D maneuver gear. Not that Doom Guy needs it, of course, he can kill anything.
The Attack on Titan game is actually pretty okay. The one on PS4, anyway. Not the.
Now I'm just
Throw.
imagining Doom Guy with the maneuver gear just absolutely wrecking Titan shit.
I personally thought it was just a little too grindy, honestly. It needed more variety
Yeah,
as well.
it has that definite, anime license game problem. Like, most series have that. Like, I would say, like, the first Full Metal Alchemist game also had that problem. Very badly, I should add. But,
Well, I think with Attack on Titan more so is that the most defining enemy we have are these like massive colossus or colossi, I guess.
yeah.
So here are the same 3 or 4 models. Have fun.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, that's basically what the show involved. The most variation you got between the Titans was how weird their faces looked.
So I finally figured out what makes this game fun for me. Putting it on easy mode. Because I'm a scrub. Like, no joke, I tried playing the game again, and I think I got up to the just before, because the Cyber Demon's in the last mission before this one, right? Because I killed that
Yes.
guy. And it's basically, it just is playing on easy mode, so I don't die every 5 seconds.
Did you try the BFG trick?
It doesn't work really well on the Switch, because the game runs at a crap frame rate, remember?
Right.
Yeah.
No, I was just curious to see if it worked at all. So.
I think it kinda did, but yeah. It did.
Ryan, you're not supposed to fight those demons with your face. Just saying.
Doom Guy can.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Yeah, but
mean
you're
he
not
wants
Doom Guy,
to.
you're Ryan.
Just because he can endure terrible pain doesn't mean he enjoys it.
As far as we know.
I always seemed
After
him
all,
more
Doom
as
Guy
a
doesn't
sadist
speak.
than a masochist, but that might have to do with the incredibly huge anger problems and stuff like that.
Does he take pleasure from it, though?
Uh,
I don't really think he does. It's more like it's a fight to survive, and everything in his way just has to die.
Testosterone. Woo.
I'll take this GameCube memory card, thank you.
wow, I can fit
I could-
one
I could have
whole
another
town
save
in Animal Crossing, and that's it on this.
Man, you need to get third-party memory cards for that system.
There was some basketball game on GameCube. I forget which one it was, but you couldn't even save the game on a standard memory card. You had to get either I forget what the block numbers are because...
The 128, I believe, is the bigger official Nintendo one.
Yeah, you had to get one of those in order to even save the game. I think it was because of I never owned it, but my cousin did. I think it might have had something to do with a custom character thing or whatever, but either way, that's still ridiculous.
Yeah.
And besides, everyone knows the true basketball game experience on GameCube is the Mario and NBA Street 3-on-3 Jam thing.
The fact that and SSX on Tour have Mario characters in it is just bizarre.
I don't understand why what Nintendo's deal was with storage media in the GameCube era. They forced their games to fit onto half a DVD. They gave you half a memory card.
It's so that it could fit as a little lunchbox, obviously.
Ted, you were thinking of the 2K series.
Oh, okay.
On GameCube. It took 50 blocks.
50 blocks,
Oh,
and the
jeez.
standard one was like 48, I think.
Hey, Ted, you know what? I call bullshit on that. The GameCube is large enough that they could have fit a full-size DVD drive on top.
Yeah, but where would the handle go?
On the back, where it already is. They would have just needed a bigger lid on
I
top
don't
and
get
put
it.
some of the buttons on the side instead of the top,
No, the dumbest thing...
You are clearly high. Someone get him out of here.
The dumbest thing about the GameCube is that the file storage on the disc really doesn't even matter that much. It loads the entire game on the system's RAM,
Wait,
so it's not even.
Yeah,
it's not even spinning the disc.
You can turn the game on. Animal Crossing. You can turn the game on. Once it loads the world, you can take the disc out of the system, and the game plays just fine.
Yeah, that's how
so
you.
you
That's how
don't
you
have-
bootleg games. That's how you bootleg games on the internet with the network adapter.
to be
So-
fair, though, you can do that with some PS2 games, too.
You don't have to deal with that problem PS1 games had, where if you opened the disc case, the disc thing, it wouldn't load, which turned into a cheat code for certain games because you could stall their in mid-battle loading times.
Yeah, like I remember you used to do that in Final Fantasy VII. You would cast the regen spell, and the way regen worked in that game was that it was cumulative in real time. So your HP would continuously tick up. It wasn't just like every 1 second or two. It would continuously tick up. So you would cast regen, cast a spell, and in the middle of the spell animation, you open the disc up. The spell load time would hang, but regen would still work.
To be fair, though, the spell animations in Final Fantasy VII are so long that regen will usually just full heal you anyway. By the time.
Yeah, especially if you're using Knights of the Round or something.
If you're using Knights of the Round or Bahamut,
like
yeah,
you don't,
sure.
if you have regen on, you don't even have to worry when Sephiroth's using Supernova, because by the time that's done, you'll be at full health anyway.
I remember the biggest one was in Final Fantasy VIII, where if you were using Selphie's limit break, you could open the disc cover and just like have the game stall for ages while you reset and reset and reset until you could get the end. Which was
cheating.
Yeah, the end was the move that killed anything except the final form of the final boss. I think it could even kill a mega weapon. So basically, you could win in any battle in the game except the very last one that way.
Pretty much your game's a motto when you just can't be bothered.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Is the stun bomb any good? Because
it is useful, not so much against bigger enemies.
Oh, because you see, the heat wave just seemed way better than the.
Yeah, it's better for crowd control, especially if you're focusing on one of the bigger guys like I am here.
Focusing so much on one of the bigger guys that you flat out missed the little one who almost killed you.
But I survived, so whatever.
That is indeed the important thing.
Are you playing this on PS4 or on?
Yeah, PS4.
PS4, okay. Oh my gosh,
No.
you dirty console scum! How dare you?
Oh, we got so many of those at the start of the playthrough.
It's one thing to have a computer that can run a game like this. It's another to have a computer that can run a game like this and record it at the same time.
Oh, dude, yeah, trying to record any PC game just makes your life.
Well, I mean,
hell.
you do have the option. You do have the option of actually using an Elgato to record a computer, but that requires a second computer. So, you know.
Jeez, Lewis, why does your mom let you have two computers?
I do have two computers. One's a laptop, and I don't think it's going to be recording anything. But I do have them, and I bought them myself. So.
Gee, Lewis, how come you let yourself have two computers?
Because I'm not my mom, okay? It would be interesting, metaphysically, but no.
I'm sure there's an anime plot out there where that's basically the whole thing. I can't believe I'm my own mom. What?
It's some light novel somewhere.
In some way or another, you could say that was like the plot of the Terminator, but I don't know.
When did never mind.
It was so weird, okay? Kyle Reese was John Connor's father, but that only happened because John Connor showed him a picture of his mother and intentionally sent him back in time knowing that Kyle Reese
You see this lady?
Okay,
you see this lady?
like,
yeah.
okay.
I want you to bone this lady. What? I mean,
that's
rescue
the
her.
only
Rescue her,
time
then
I
bone
can
her.
ever think of somebody on purpose saying, "Here, go back in time and bone my mom." All right. It's a little awkward in every other situation.
You are your own grandfather.
Well, wow. You know, apart from the weird orange lighting, large parts of this level look like the opening to Oblivion. I mean,
So
the weird
Oblivion
swirly
looks like
portal
hell?
thing, but- Well, at times, yeah. In fact, there are parts of the game that look kind of like hell in this. The eponymous Oblivion is this sort of magma-filled hellscape that you enter through portals, and it's really cool at first, but it gets really annoying really quickly because there are like 10 billion Oblivion portals, and you have to go into them because going into them allows you to collect items that you need to create magical equipment. And I recommend you do this well before you complete the main plot, because the moment you complete the main plot, which is not very long, all the portals close, so you can't use them to farm those items anymore.
So one of my complaints about this game, visually, is that Hell and, in terms of color scheme, Hell and Mars are actually pretty similar. They're like orangey brown. And it would have helped if one or the other, I mean, granted, in terms of, like, both color schemes fit their locations fine, but it's just both locations end up looking a little too similar at a glance, I should
Yeah,
say.
it's like a game that takes place in both Alaska and Antarctica.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to put it. It kind of has.
Now I'm imagining the like the TF2 short for the Pyro, where but except there's this Doom guy who just bouncing around to Candyland. Do you believe in magic? But he's just shooting demons.
It kind of has a yellow and green version of the brown and gray problem that a lot of FPSs had before this. It's not as egregious as that because it is at least a different color scheme from them. But
I will also point out that I do think that the environment designs are more interesting. Like if you look in the background, especially in the hell levels, like everything's very lovingly crafted and like everything's made out of skulls and stuff like that. So it's
like,
just
every area at least has its different environmental design too. I'm not saying it's nearly as bad as all that. I'm just pointing it out.
You blur your eyes, but you can't distinguish the two.
Yeah, I guess what I would have liked to see is more color variation within the game, though, without necessarily breaking theme. I don't
So
necessarily.
the Barons of Hell should be hot pink.
I don't necessarily think that unifying a color scheme across an entire game is necessary for a cohesive environmental experience. A lot of environment designers seem to think it is, and they probably have very good reasons for it. But I don't know. I guess I just grew up too early on in video games for that to have much sway for me.
you shot that demon in the butt.
The whole idea of making sure the color scheme in a single production is unified also puts me in the mind of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, which pisses me off on about 10 different levels at once. So,
Harry Potter and the Demon Hellspawn was one of the more underrated volumes of that series.
Half-Blood Prince was a dark movie, and I'm stealing a joke from about 10 different people here. I don't mean dark metaphorically. It was a fucking dark movie.
Couldn't fucking see.
You could
shit.
hardly see anything. It was like the movie version of Doom 64. So, yeah.
So, Pata, are you going to fight me? Hold on, Snape. I can't find my wand. Where is it? I think I dropped it. Anyone?
That
Hello?
might be why there was no fight sequence at the end.
Everybody just be swinging wildly in midair.
It's weird because like the one instance I can think of where a movie took the action scene from the book and adapted it without the action. Okay, you're gonna add a climactic showdown to Deathly Hallows, but you're just gonna ignore the fight scene in Half-Blood Prince. Okay, sure, that's a sensible creative decision. Wow.
Somebody working on their tools outside? What the hell was that?
So here's the question I have about Hell here. It's obviously like we're in a castle dungeon or something of that nature. Who built this place and why did they organize the building blocks, the building stones, in such a haphazard, illogical way?
You see, that's actually
It's hell.
something, like, if you actually read the Bible, it's very unclear as to whether God made hell or the devil did. So, you could probably blame either, or both, actually. Because there is some...
I mean, God made Lucifer, so...
This is getting into some serious Bible interpretation talk, but, there's actually an argument that there's no real evidence for Satan in the Bible.
No,
like,
he dicks with Jesus in the desert a couple of times.
No, I mean like in the really early in the Old Testament specifically, I should say.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's
Because,
actually
like,
true.
The only
right.
mention of him is a throwaway line that could just be interpreted as saying an actual morning star, So,
It's all based on translation.
They actually
it's-
do reference an angel in one of the Doom logs, though. Like they say, like a seraphim gave Doom guy strength and speed
yeah.
or something. So, sure.
If you're gonna talk angels, though, those are even weirder in the Bible.
Oh yeah.
I can't even get into them because the video's over, but it's interesting stuff.
Bible study with BSC now coming this Sunday. Actually, not.
We don't upload on Sundays.
I can't wait for part 19 of Super Noah's Ark.